Hi everyone, welcome to the Sim. This is AL. So today we're going to do a pick a card, and this pick a card is all about you and your soulmate. We're actually going to look at how does everybody you guys know, even whether or not you guys have met, view the two of you or view the thought of the two of you. The idea here is to get a working view of how, when you guys do meet, or if you guys are already together or have been together, how the overview of you guys are thought of as a couple. Give you an idea if there's jealousy, if there's true happiness thought of for the both of you. Things of this way that you can get a sense of. So we're going to work with that. So 4 stones, 4 decks. Everything has been melded together, so you can choose by either way that you want to do it, by stones or by deck views. I know some people are very big about you choosing by deck. Some people are however they are. I don't. To me, since I've melded the energy together, it doesn't pop to me either way. So you have Girasol, we have the blue aragonite, we have the sodalite and sunstone, and then we have the apatite. Yay, little apatite. I'm so proud of having you. I've worked so hard to get you to, you have no idea. So again, the idea here is I want you to think, I want you to just breathe in, close your eyes, think about the thought of you and your soulmate together. You guys go to a party where both of your sets of friends are there, and we're going to get a generalized idea of what everybody thinks of the two of you being together. Okay? Open your eyes and look, see which deck appeals to you. Take a deep breath, and then we're going to begin. Okay? All right. Perfect. Okay, so our first goal for our first stone is we're going to do the sodalite with sunstone. Okay, so let me move these over here, and we're going to put this here. So let's see what everybody thinks of you guys. Interesting. No, seriously, interesting. Especially since you guys ended up with one more of the house card than I originally thought I picked. So, intriguing. So, that tells me that something wanted you to know these. So, we're going to go with your outcome. We're going to go this way because this is the way that came up. And so, yeah, this is intriguing, to say the least, especially. So the decks that we're using today is we're using the karma cards, all 3 parts of them, the signs, the house, and the planets. We're using the Gilded Reverie Norman deck expansion edition, and we're using both the Sirens and Goddesses and the Titans and Gods by Stacey DeMarco. We're also going to use the Simple Tarot and the Romance Angels for clarifications. Okay, so first we're going to start here. So originally I picked one of each, but for whatever reason, this particular deck decided to get you 2 of the house cards. So we have in your 12th house and in the 10th house. So we're looking at your destiny, your faith, hidden tendencies, your career, where you're going, that kind of a thing. Now, that's what they're looking at in outcome situations for the both of you. So when they look at the two of you, they look at how both of you are faith, and they seem to think that you guys are destined to be together. They see where you guys are going. Some of you, they know you so close, because they're so close to both of you, about your hidden tendencies for things, and the way that how big events have affected both of you, how your career has affected the way that you guys deal with things. And they see the way that you guys work with each other in regards to your leadership, your creativity, how you defend others, how you accept other people, how your feelings and what you want to do with your life have driven you to the depths of things that you've done. The interesting thing is that with the sky card, with the card that shows both light and dark, you have both been in the darkness and are between the two of you now are heading to the light, which bears out the owl's signification, which means is all seen in the dark, being able to know that you have been able to hear and go forth and be able to see more. So you're able to distinguish from past events. You're actually going further than you ever thought possible. They liken your soulmate in the male energy wise more as a Odin guidance type, the all father, the knowledge, the guidance factor of you all. And for female energy, it's more of Morgan Le Fay, the magic, the wild energy type, which is actually kind of an interesting energy for both you and your soulmate, because of the fact that Morgan Le Fay historically is not a pretty good person. However, there are people who have more organized her as more of a have defined her as more of Morgan. There's Morgan, and there is Nimue. And Nimue being more of the one who was with Merlin. So depending on your system will depend more on how you look at this. If you're looking more towards the wild fae magic, you're looking more towards Nimue versus Morgan. If you look true Morgan Le Fay, you're looking more towards Celtic magic itself. And we're looking at, they believe in the fact that they have hope for you both, opportunity, faith. They believe that you guys truly have the ability to be together. They really think that, honestly, this is a true romance. They are impressed by the two of you being together. They're impressed by the fact that you guys do express your love openly and affectionately, which is something that both of you have trouble doing normally. So seeing the two of you do so is wonderful. I love the fact that you are learning, both of you are learning more to be more open about love. This is something that both of you have had trouble in the past with. So that is part of the thing. Also, the Two of Swords reversed. You guys have finally learned how to compromise together. Compromising in the sense of neither one has to nearly basically give in to the other person, but you guys have found common ground in issues that you disagree with and are able to both give in something to get what both of you deserve to have. So it's not that you guys are giving up anything as much as you guys are finding ways to actually work together to find a better place for you both to be in. So for those of you who picked Sodalite, this is your reading. So your family and friends are actually quite pleased for the two of you and actually look in a very happy way for the both of you. So congratulations. So we're going to go on to the next deck. If you do like your reading, remember, please take what resonates, drop what doesn't. It should go without telling, which is why I don't normally say anything about this. This should be like one of those things that's innately known by now. Take what works, drop what doesn't, and go forth and multiply. If you like what is, like, subscribe. If you have any ideas for readings that you'd like to have, please put them down below. I do take any and all reading ideas, put them into my little bucket, and they get, probably will be done sometime within the month or so. So we're going to go from there. All right. So now we're going to go into appetite. So appetite, whoop whoop, my baby stone. Now you have to understand about when it comes to appetite, it is a stone that is really grateful and it's great to have. Let me put it up close so you can see all the little different blues in it. It is not one that I have. It's one that I actually for that little piece, which is actually not that bad. It's about an inch and a half long. It took me probably a good 6 months to a year to get. So when I tell you that it took a while, it took a while. So let's see here. Yeah, look at that. Okay. So we're going to do your karma cards first. We have 2 outcome, 1 action. Actions in red. And the outcome cards are in blue writing, of course. And we're going to go over how your family and friends, when they get together, see and think of the two of you. Now, one of the things that when I look at cards like this, and I read the information, okay, I read over the information I see, especially according to what house, the sign, the planet, what we're looking at. And then we go from there. So what we're looking at is, we're looking in the 5th house, we're looking in Virgo, we're looking at Pluto. So we're looking at dealing with the fact that when they look at you guys, that they do see the power of love and the healing power of it. They do realize that you guys do have a tendency to analyze about risks and investments. That you do have a perfectionism. You guys do like to create, both separately and together. So you guys do need a low time from each other as well as that. You guys do happen at times that you have this tendency to do or die. You try to get to the heart of things. Sometimes you push too much. You try to resurrect things that are better off dead. And we know this because you have the death card in Lenormand. Basically, that is about dying or change. Basically, the ending of things. So some of your family and friends don't know whether or not this relationship will last. They do think that you guys are well suited in some ways, but they're not sure whether or not this well suited is actually good for you or is going to cause more friction between you. How do we know? Well, we do know that with having the Stork card, that can be a beginning, whether it be a child to come in or a growth of some kind. But we also know that the female energy that we're coming in is that of fear. There is a fear between the two of you that they see. And we also know that with the male energy of Thor, that there is this action. Now, they're hoping the best for you guys, and we do know that, but in the way that they do treat you both. However, we're also showing that, and we know that because one, they see that there is a passionate, a courage, a self-assurance that you guys both have, but they also know that there are some secrets and mysteries that you guys are keeping from each other, and they are worried about codependent behavior. A lot of it stems from your past. Some of it is from the way that you were treated prior, but the overall thing that you guys may actually be really good for each other as long as you can keep the past in check. So overall, what we're showing is that there is going to be a material gain for both of you. For whatever reasons, you guys do seem to bounce projects off, are able to for whatever reason, heal each other in a lot of ways. Although occasionally you guys get yourselves into this kind of obsessed state of getting crap done or needing to be secure, have a certain level of whatever, and the other one is codependent enough on both sides of the coin to help you to get to that point, to get to where you've finalized to get to that point. You get there and you guys both feel satisfied because of that gain or the new investment, things of that nature. There is some massive passion, romantic feelings. Yet at the same time too, there is some worried that you guys may push each other away at the same time, a breakage. And the reason is due to the fact that a lot of times your behavior has not been known in the past to be a indicator of long-term romantic relationship potential. I'm not saying that that's going to happen here because it is your soulmate, but it is saying that in regards to overall, we're talking that your friends and family are worried because they've never seen you with anybody long-term enough. So having you be with your soulmate, they're wanting the best for you, and they're seeing that this person kind of gets it, works with your codependency, works past it. You work with their codependency, work past it. Yet they have fears. They have this worry because they're still in the getting to understand it phase. But yet they see the happiness within both of you. And that alone has been the factor that has allowed them to truly be happy for you. So it hasn't pushed them away. It hasn't said, hey, no, this is not possible. And it's interesting because one of the things that helps us to to know this is the fact that not only are you guys' feelings real, but we also know that you have the world. You guys have this whole come around and gathered attitude. So you guys have managed really truthfully to come into your own. And that has been truly, honestly, the part that has made them happy, and gives them the sense that you guys are doing well together. So that is what we have for appetite. All right, and again, just like I said before, take what resonates, dump what doesn't. And if you like, subscribe, give me some ideas for some new videos if you'd like. I take all suggestions, and we will go from there. So we're going to go to the next lovely deck. We're going to go do Blue Aragonite. So let's see what your family and friends think about you and your soulmate. Ooh, and you ended up with 2 cards too of the planets. Well, which you know. Alright. Okay. Well, I'll be dingy. Alright. So, first we're going to start with the karma cards like we've done for everybody so far. So you have 2 planet signs. 2 planets, a sign, and a house. So you have the Sun and Neptune you have in the 2nd house and in Pisces. So with Neptune and the Sun, you have 1 of action, 1 of outcome. So between the 2 of you, one of the things that they've noticed is you guys inspire others. You both have a tendency to sacrifice yourselves. And you guys do have a tendency to yield to each other and yield to others, depending on circumstances. However, you guys are really big about creation. You do have a thing for being lighthearted people, bringing things to work for the good. You guys always have respect. You guys have a tendency towards patient. You guys know what you want and you guys know what you need. You guys seem to have a tendency occasionally to idealize. However, your dreams are something that you guys do make manifest, both of you, and you guys do have a tendency to recognize if something starts to be overwhelming. So people know that you guys do have a tendency to be patient in regards to that. And when things get overwhelming, you guys do have a tendency to be like a tree, to wait and grow, to bring forth that energy, to be the one that's strong and tolerant. The feminine energy of love and manifestation, the receiving energy. You guys both show that receiving energy. You guys are receptive to your family and friends. You know the feelings and thoughts behind a lot of them. You believe in teamwork and collaboration, which has been a huge thing for all of them. You also are both in some ways traditional. Very family, tribe oriented, whether it be your soul tribe or your actual families. You guys do believe in going for your desires as well. You guys, the masculine energy that they do notice about both of you is the raw energy, the power energy, the energy that is the giver of life, the giver of the sun. He is the bringer of all things warmth, the energy of life and magic and everything there. And then we have Hathor, the goddess of the cow energy, the goddess of contentment, of life as well. She is the bringer of life, the blessing of new life that comes, the blessing of birth. So it is interesting to see this kind of energy, both Egyptian, both life givers, life bringers. We see that part of it is because you guys have this chemistry that people can see and do, and we know that you guys had met and it just clicked, which was surprising to your family and friends. But then once they saw you guys together and the way that you guys reacted and worked together, it was just amazing to them. There was this generous supporting of each other, this homestead, this home behavior. There was this patience and commitment that came together. It was amazing how there was an acceptance, peacemaking, letting go of things that you didn't need, but yet this behavior of you both coming together in happiness and joyfulness. So for you and Blue Aragonite, it is truly that your family and friends realize that even with some of your tendencies to be more idealistic at times and occasionally to be dream, to think more of your dreams. You have found somebody who matches up to you perfectly, who believes in family and friends first, who is hardworking, who is more receptive to listening to others, taking in that information, being patient, is able to be part of a family where it is a life-giving family. Whether it is that you guys both believe in having a lot of kids, or you guys believe in basically opening your home to others. That kind of life-giving, empathic family life is something that you both have wanted for so long, and now having it is really making you both happy. So it is impressive to see this. So congratulations to you both. We're going to go from there. Again, take what resonates, dump what doesn't. If you have any ideas, like, subscribe, tell me below what kind of other, any of the other kind of readings you'd like to see in the future, so we can take a look and go from there. All right, now we're going to go to Girasol. Now, Girasol, just so you guys know, is a form of rose quartz. It's slightly different. As you see, it looks almost clear-like, with just very little hints of pink in it. It is used a lot of times with magic. It's also used a lot of times with astral work. It is both pieces I have work are very raw forms. I'm also planning on getting a couple of tumbled pieces as well. So let's take a look here and see what your family and friends think of the two of you. Okay. This is an intriguing aspect here. Okay. Oh, intriguing. Yep, really intriguing, actually. So we're going to talk about some aspects here for you both. We're going to talk about being in the 8th house of Cancer, with Mars as the planet for you guys, and we're going to have outcome cards for all of you. So what we're looking at in regards to you and the way that your family looks at you guys. Yeah, let me center this a little bit more since this is the last card. We're looking at the way your family and friends see you is that you guys have always been the type to confront, or the drive. You guys are action oriented, but you always are the type that protects, or and a lot of it has to be because of your past, because of you guys' histories with things that have happened from the past. And it's always about personal power, the things that you want to know about life, and because of the fact that you guys have a very big belief in change. So you guys really truly mesh on a level that's from the past, both your past lives and who and what has happened to you in the past. So you guys have this thing about, hey, look, I'm about confronting my past. I'm about facing up to my past, moving forward, making peace with it. And I know some of my attitudes from my past may influence my future and my now, but I'm willing to do what it takes to move forward. And that shows. We do know that your family and friends occasionally think you guys put on masks in front of your friends and family, and they've called you on it. And and you're like, yeah, I know, but if you really saw how I felt, you'd be really upset with me. They know that you have issues with money. Not that you guys are worried about being poor or that you're whatever. It's just that you've never, your thing about money has been, money's there to pay bills, but you really don't really care about it. So you don't really learn how to use it for your best advantage. You guys have both gone through counseling. You guys are very compassionate people in your heart. Sometimes it doesn't show as much, which is why the magnifying glass is there. Some of your friends and family have really worked with you to look deep within yourself and within others. We also know with your feminine energy that you guys believe seriously in equality. Equality is huge with the way that you feel about people and things and dealing with issues. And we know that you also have the Anubis energy, the male energy of protection and power. Whether it be life issues, death issues, whether it be feminine issues, LGBT issues, you believe in being very protective of those people who are unable to protect themselves. And it kind of meshes very well with your equality issue. You are truly into the idea of that if everyone was equal and treated equally without thought, then a lot of the stuff that we have now would go away. And you're right. Your family also sees the fact that you guys are together, have been a renewal together. That it seems like you guys basically almost like started over. It was a rebirth on your parts. They really feel that you guys must have known each other in the past, a past life. They believe that both of you guys deserve love. So they truly believe that you guys belong together. They're telling you that there seems to be no secrets between the two of you. There's no deceptions. They truly believe in the fact that they love the way that you guys stand your ground, that you guys believe in defending others and defending yourself. They also love the fact that you both seem to be happiest among your family and friends. It is the biggest thing that amazes them, because as much as you guys love to be alone or alone together, when you guys are around family and friends, there's this happy and contentment about the two of you that just truly seems to drive at you. And you guys are both analytical people, even though, like I said, you may not understand money quite well, because it's just money. It literally, no, seriously, it's just money. Just like you're building a family, whether it be a family of friends, your actual family, your siblings and mother and father, etc., or eventually having kids, you honestly, truthfully, this is something that you're learning to do. Invest in the future, invest in yourselves, because you guys truly believe that that kind of investment is huge in making a difference in the world. So for your family and friends, it is a huge part of who and what you guys are, and they truly believe that together you guys can afford and make change. And that is one of the things why they really truly believe in the two of you together. Even though occasionally I think you might get a little bit too protective and maybe a little too caught up in the past, but overall, yeah, they think that you guys truly do get along well and are meant to be together. So there you go, Girasol. So that was you guys' readings. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit about seeing how your family and friends perceive you and your soulmate. It's a different reading in the sense that it allows you to get an idea of what you guys are like together. So I hope you enjoy it. Again, like I said, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Let me know what kind of readings that you want to see in the future. Just let me know below in the box. Talk to me. Tell me what you think, and give me some suggestions and hints. And if there's any particular deck you want to see, let me know. I have quite a few. I have the Fairy Tale Oracle. I do have my Crystal Oracle. the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards, my Gilded Tarot, my Simple Tarot, the Karma cards, the Romantic Angels, the Gilded Reverie, the Life Purpose deck, Work Your Light deck, the Akashic Tarot, the Zodiac, the Good Tarot, the Energy Oracle cards, both the Psychic and Psychic Tarot, the Heart cards, the Isis Oracle, both the Goddess and Gods Oracle deck, the Woto, the Wisdom of the Oracle cards, the Shaman Oracle deck, the I have the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, the Archetype deck, the Money Oracle. I also have the Thoth deck, the Scalpini deck. I also have some of my auto print decks as well. So if there's any particular deck that you'd like to see me use, let me know below. Seriously. Like, let me know so we can flow together. Oh, the Magical Mermaid and Dolphins deck too. I was looking right at it. So yeah, if there's something that you'd like to know or see, let me know. And we can go from there, especially if you have an idea for a reading. I'd love to hear about it. Until next time, Bendithian.